So there's just something I wanted to talk about quickly today. I've been thinking a lot about, at the time of year it is and what it means for a lot of people. And depending on what age you're at, where you are sort of in your journey, you might be thinking about or doing different things. But, people that are probably finishing school, or they're trying to think about, if they're going to make some changes to the path that they're on for next year. I just try to sort of put myself inside their head for a minute and think about also what it was like for me when I was going through school, and the information that we got then. It was a lot harder to come across, and that's to do with obviously technology, and that's not just, I'm not talking things like Google. What I'm talking more about is actually thinking about what are the things that you're good at, or the things that you love, the things you want to do, and actually being able to see as an example in someone else's life as to how that looks like. So if you're living in a small country town, 5, 10,000, even 20,000, and everyone in your town is doing a particular thing, fair to say that if you're around all people that are going to be doing those sorts of things, that's where you're going to go. Does that mean that that's what you want to do, or what it's best for you to do? Perhaps not. So if you're in that environment where it's a relatively small circle, or people think one particular way about things, it's hard for you to know what you want to do, or how you want to think, and how you want to be and act, and that kind of thing. And that's why I think social media is so great. And I know that it's got flaws, it's not perfect, but one thing it does let you do is that at the touch of a button, you can follow people or get in touch with people that are doing those things. You can actually see what it looks like. Well, you also you might grow up in a white collar family, and everyone in your family are accountants that have got uni degrees and things like that. But you are a person that actually does want to go out and make stuff with your hands, or you want to be a sports person or something. You can then go and find out through people on social media what that life actually looks like. You can get in touch with them and ask, hey, like, what are the pros and cons? Why I'm saying this is that the power of a story can mean so much. If you only get one side of the story from one person, you're not going to get the whole story as to what it's like. You might get all the bad, you might get all the good, and none of that is really that helpful. You want that unbiased viewpoint of what it is. But that's why I think storytelling, that's why I think social media and things like that can be so powerful. We do live in an age now where you're like, well, I don't really know what I want to do, but I don't really want to go through. I'm not saying don't try things, but you don't want to waste too much time. And you're just like, well, if I had just had a friend, or a friend or two that were in that different sort of space, I could just ask a question, and it might have saved me 6 or 12 months of having to go through that. So, yeah, just wanted to put those thoughts out there. Wish everyone a Merry Christmas here in Australia and all over the world, and hope you guys having a great holidays if you're lucky enough to have it, and wishing you all the best for the New Year's and everything. Alrighty guys, thank you, have a good day.